everybody, I'm Marjorie and you're watching Ask at DeadEndHipHop. What's up everybody?
Hey, what's going on?
Hi B.
We're back.
We're back.
Yay. Woo.
Hey Mike, how are you doing? You good? Yeah? Alright. Okay, so our first question comes from Paris I-70 and he wants to know about this beef that's going on between Pete and Lupe. And he wants to know, who do you guys think is right in the beef?
It's really a very interesting situation that's going on with Lupe and Pete Rock. Both have different stories, and both stories are kind of really compelling, and where you don't know who's actually telling the truth. Because Pete Rock now, after Lupe's rant, is saying that, you know, Atlantic Records did speak to me about remaking Troy, and we were supposed to circle back around and have a discussion about that, because what Pete Rock is saying now is that he wants to be involved. He wanted to be involved in the project. He's saying that never happened. And with Lupe's side of it, and the reason that Lupe is upset is because Lupe is saying that he had Pete Rock's blessing to remake the track, and Pete Rock shouldn't, you know, be assassinating his character and going at him on Twitter and all this other stuff.
He was nigga fight on that radio station, wasn't he?
Man, I've never heard Lupe like that ever, and he was highly upset. And C-Town actually sent it to me because I thought everything was squashed, because, you know, Pete Rock said what he said. You know, Lupe came out on the radio interview and he was like, you know, we had the blessings, blah 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 blah. He was on the rock.
Yeah, see, didn't you think that was fishy? Like how like after the song was out, then Pete Rock ran it, you know, on Twitter, and then all of a sudden he said, yeah, we squashed it, whatever. And then all of a sudden Lupe come and was like,
and then Lupe come back.
Well, because Pete Rock didn't fucking own up to those shit.
okay, yeah, that's why I thought that was fishy. That's why I thought it was fishy.
That was the only thing I did have an issue with Pete Rock was even if Pete Rock's story at the end in the second statement, even if his story was true, and Atlantic Records did reach out to you, whatever, why did you start assassinating Lupe like it was his fault? Why didn't you go out the record company and say, you know what, they're the ones who fuck everything up? He's sitting there saying, oh, Lupe should have, you know, not trusted the record company. But you didn't shit on Atlantic, you shit on Lupe.
Yeah.
And
right.
I'm, you know, and clearly I'm not the biggest Lupe fan in the world, but I kind of feel why he was mad. Mm-hmm. You know, you said some pretty harsh things about
turn right back around and say, oh yeah, it's squashed. We got it.
Oh, I just got the phone with Lupe and it's cool. But you didn't say, look, I'm sorry. The shit I said was out of pocket. My bad. You know, it's cool. You didn't do none of that. So I can see why Lupe was mad.
Yeah, Lupe was hot.
He was
big
mad.
time. He was like,
You know he had tears in his eyes when he was feeling like that. He was mad as shit.
He shouldn't have said that shit. That's not what he was supposed to say.
The shot tower about Lupe,
And he even called, he said, yeah, when he was on the phone, he said, you know, how can I come back and recant? I'ma sound crazy. That sounds like something that a man would say.
He mad.
So it does sound like Lupe might be telling the truth, but I mean, I think you never know, man. At this point, it's just so childish. It's like, the one thing is, you guys are two fucking adults. This is not Soulja Boy and A$AP Rocky fight. You all are adults. Fucking call each other, squash it, and be done. Why are y'all going out in the public bringing us into this shit? We don't want to hear this.
Especially if Pete Rock had a conversation with Lupe about it. It's simple to call him up and say, hey, you know, I know we talked about this in the past. This record is out. I wasn't involved. What happened? Don't go on Twitter like you guys are saying this and act like you didn't know this shit was going on.
Exactly.
So now, you know, I mean, big respect to Pete Rock, but now you're kind of looking, you know, a little suspect in this whole thing.
You look like a child.
Yep.
I'm sure you got Lupe's number.
I think people forget that their phones aren't just Twitter, like their phones. So, you know, dial up, hit somebody up and be like, yo, yeah, you know what is it? Completely agree with Mike. You know what I'm saying? I think people forgetting that their phones are more than just Twitter. You know, their phones. You know what I'm saying? Get dude's number, hit him up. Y'all grown ass men. You know what I'm saying? And squash shit.
But that's kind of the world we live in now, where people immediately go to Twitter to get whatever it is off their chest. Mainly because they have an audience, and they have an audience that listens specifically to them because they're fans, for the most part, of whoever they're following. So he can come out and just start blasting it and attacking Lupe's character in the way that he did. And, you know, I mean,
And the people responding to him was hilarious though. Like the people that was responding to Pete Rock, like yes, they were like, man, shut your ass up. Didn't you sample Troy?
Yeah, they don't care.
Didn't you sample Troy? So why you complaining that he sampled your music and all that stuff?
And I think they don't understand the kind of like the deeper meaning of the song.
Yeah.
You know, as far as the song itself, and I mean, the song is cool, but I kind of when I first heard it was on the side of Pete Rock a little bit. It's like, oh shit, like you're making this shit. Because I didn't know the full story, I didn't have the full context. Now after having the full context, it's like, well shit, alright, well, fuck it. If you agreed to this before, what's your issue now?
Right.
Mainly because you were not involved in the project, well shit.
It ain't your fucking song no more. You said he could sample it. At that point, you're done.
Yo.
It's a
So
rap
why
at
are you
the
bitching? I just don't get it. But again, how old is Pete Rock?
Like 40?
Come on, dude. Like you just said,
Like
you don't
18
need to go on the Twitter. Y'all know each other, and you can't tell me that Pete Rock cannot find some kind of way to get a hold of Lupe. So you could have just called him. You ain't gotta put some shit on Twitter.
I'm pretty sure Lupe
gonna take Pete Rock's call.
Yeah.
But then again, why didn't Lupe call him to ask him about the fucking sampling? Why did he have to get Atlantic?
Yeah, like you said, that's why it's just like at this point, it's like.
Especially if he hates his record label because what they did to him on Laser.
But you guys don't think that they're both enjoying the publicity that comes from?
Because neither one of them is coming out on top right now. They both look stupid.
Because mainly because of Lupe's rant. Lupe's rant was for real.
The Ray J rant?
Yeah. The who?
The Ray J rant.
It wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was that bad. I mean, that was a Ray J rant.
Okay, so I guess it's safe to say that you guys are both, everybody's on Lupe's side.
No.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
See?
I heard you guys say Pete is 40, so he needs
No.
to
If you look at what's occurring right now, all of this could have been resolved with a simple phone call.
Right.
That's it. That's really kind of what we're saying because both sides have really strong arguments. We don't know what happened. We just know what they are saying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, is when I look at the whole situation now that I have Pete Rock's full side and I have Lupe's full side, it's like, well, why did it even come to this at all?
Exactly. It doesn't seem that deep to me.
Nah, it's not. You know what I'm saying? And so that's all I'm saying. It is what it is at this point.
My thing is, how about y'all go record some music? This shit is worthless. I don't give a fuck about this.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, man. What's honest?
No, I mean, yeah, I agree with Ken 100%. Like, at this point, it's just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It should have happened in one phone call. It should have been squashed. So that's how I feel about this.
Phone call. B's right. This it didn't even have to go this far. It's as simple as making a phone call and really getting the story about what happened. And if Pete Rock had knowledge that this was occurring, as soon as he heard it, shoot through the ring, give him a call. I think Lupe at least could have probably sent him a message or sent him an email or sent him a text or something saying, hey bro, we done with this track. I'm about to drop it. It's my first single. Get ready for it. Or at least let him hear it. I think he didn't even hear the song. He was like, yo, here's the song. Here's what we did. Blah, blah, blah. And that's it. But he didn't, and this is what we have. But nah, man, and today, call the dude, man. Fucking call the guy.
I agree with what everybody said. You know what I'm saying? They're two grown-ass guys. All they gotta do is just pick up the phone and squash it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gotta be all that Twitter beef. He said, she said, fuck all that, man. Just call and be like, yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? And just handle it,
Man, I just don't care. I'm sorry. I just don't care. I think this is stupid. This whole thing is stupid. They're fucking adults. I don't want to hear two grown-ass men arguing over he said, she said shit. You said this. No, I didn't. I said this. But I heard you said this. But I heard I didn't say that. I heard that she said that he said that she said that. Because they sound like some fucking little girls, dude. Like, come on, man. Y'all are two people that we should all be respecting. Y'all arguing like
he said, and we didn't even have to sample something.
That's right.
We had to go get the Cloud Green sample and break it down and put it together. So he didn't even have the rights to the damn song. Yada, 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 yada. It's not even your song, though. It's not even your song. It's not even your song. I didn't even have to ask you, P-Rock. I didn't have to ask you. I didn't ask you nothing. It ain't your song, though. It ain't really your song, though, fool.
Holla at me, P-Rock.
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah, what was that? What was that?
I did gangster hip hop before I became
You
conscious.
hear that shit? I used to do gangster rap. When, Lupe? When did you do gangster rap?
Before you started skateboarding.
Oh, was that what it was? I missed that era, Lupe. I think you lying, boo boo.